Welcome back, everyone. You have been told, XRP family, if you are with me, you know this journey has been wild. We have been on the lows. We bought at the lows. We sold at the top. We bought at the lows, sold at the top, bought at the lows again, and it went lower this time, unfortunately. So we're watching the key support levels of XRP, the XRP price prediction that you are looking for, I'm going to go over in this video. But massive announcement before we get into that. We have the Discord update. This is big. First link down below. Hit it. Come on over. We have brought it back. The $19 and the $49 learner and earner tiers. More importantly, if you join the earner tier with code NEW, it is 50% off for a limited time here. Off that price. So you get it for like 80 something cents a day, and it's huge. And the biggest right there for this pricing, the biggest discount we have ever given for an annual pass is live, 20% off. It is incredible. So take advantage of this before it changes. First link down below. The other thing, we saw we had somebody reach out and say the link wasn't working. It works again. The 4-step framework for successful technical analysis is up and running again. I apologize. I didn't know. I had a little asterisk in there, and it was not working for a few days now. So you guys can go ahead and get in there, sign up. Second link down below, right there. These two links right there. All right, let's go ahead and talk business. Let's go ahead and look at XRP. I'm going to do a whole XRP. This is all about XRP. I covered this in the main channel. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, hit the like button down below. And the subscribe, we're at over 18,000. My goal to get us, I think I'm going to do a live stream when we hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to do a live stream. I've never done a live stream on this channel before. I'm pumped. We're going to talk crypto. We're going to have fun. All kinds of good stuff. This is the channel I like to have fun on. Do a little price predictions. We're going to talk XRP. There's some good things to look forward to with XRP. Not everything's good, though. You guys know I share some of my portfolio down here. I share what I'm doing in my portfolio. Look at the red. Look at the green. And I'm up $100 and something thousand overall since I started sharing this. Was up almost 400,000. So I'm giving a lot back, but still on the positive. I don't want to go into the negative. So I do have stop losses that I'm looking at. Look at this. 21% down on XRP. It crushed me. And that was a big hit. And that moves us into what could bring us around. Well, I'm looking for the spot ETF to get approved. And that one right here. This is the one I'm looking for. I talked about this in the main channel. So is that all that going to happen with the shutdowns and everything else? No. We need the government to get back to work. Are they going to get back to work? I don't see that happening until probably earliest next week. That's what I'm thinking. And if it doesn't happen next week, it gets silly out there. I'm not sure how this turns out. But I do expect once they pass a funding that you're going to see a recovery. I think that's when you see the recovery. I'm not sure, though. You never know for sure. So I am watching all of that. I have the full position. I didn't sell any of my XRP yet. That gets us into the XRP price prediction I wanted to talk about in this video. So what am I watching for? You guys can see there was a few things that I thought, wow, look at that too. Look at this candle. Look at the wick on this thing. 177. Just an absolute monster deleveraging. It sets it up for the next leg higher. But it's not a next leg higher if you break support. Then the support has been given. 229 roughly. 229. If we finish below 229 and confirm, I'm de-risking. Because you saw the open sky all the way down to a 177 already. And we don't know how bad this is going to get before it gets better. The SEC has a lot of things they were waiting for. This has been trailing downward, getting a little bit steeper at this point. Whew, so much to look at, right? And now I had a zone. When you see these two yellow lines, it's my zone. You got the first major support there. All right, we broke it, got a new support. So now we're back down in that zone. This is the zone I got to hold. If I can hold this zone, I'm okay. I can plug my nose and wait for the recovery. If we lose this zone, that's a whole different ball game. And just as I buy low and sell high, as I've done many times on here live in front of you, this is one of them ones where it's like, this could be until it reverses. And understand my positioning. I watch these, and once the candles reverse, I go back in. I go in heavy too. At this point, this is not a DCA for me. So for everyone who's following, if you're in the Discord, which I know there's thousands of you in the Discord, I am not DCAing at this point. It's basically all in. And any moves I make are big moves, like 50% of my moves, or adding another 6 figures. And if I do have to sell because we break support and I hit my stop, that means once it reverses, I can make the big buy. Now, the concern I have, and I've been in this boat before, and it's not a fun boat to be in. We were doing well. We were running up nicely. We were above the 50 a couple days, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and everything kind of went kapooey. And so the problem I have is when you're in this boat and everything's going south and it's looking like a reverse unicorn. This is where it's not farting out Skittles, man. It's farting out. It's not farting out good stuff. All right, they're not M&Ms. This is bad. This is where if we see this up, and I can show you an example. Normally you would see something up, we consolidate, and we go to a new higher high. This did not do it. So now you have this big sell-off down, consolidation, and then the next leg lower. I've seen that a lot of times. I don't want that. I want to see something good happen in DC where it reverses up, and I can watch that portfolio start to run again. Right now, it's not doing that, and that's a concern. And so I got the line I'm watching for. We break that line. We confirm below it. The writing's on the wall for me. The only issue I have is it seems like the moment that would happen, you would have something in DC that, hey, we're going to go ahead and pass a clean continuing resolution, open the government up, instant recovery. You would think. You don't know. That's the dangers of this. Or we go weeks, another week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks into November, which gets ugly for the markets. De-risking big time. And you see something flash down to 177. And I don't want to be sitting here holding 6 figures of this if we're going to drop from 236 to 176. That is a massive, massive move. 70 cents. That's so big. That's 30% loss. We're talking big money. It's not just this either. It could be Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, all the other altcoins. So I am watching this. But for those saying this, oh, you sound a little negative. Hey, the government's not giving me a big reason here. They're not working on both sides to get things open. It's just kind of quiet down there. You're seeing the VIX go higher again. You're seeing a little bit of red in the markets. Like, see how the markets even finished today. I just know it was ugly from the get-go. We started out actually green, and then down we went. And the VIX up 4%. So a lot of volatility out there. People were waiting. I thought they would get to, my personal opinion, just so everybody knows, my opinion is that they will have some kind of agreement by the end of next week. That's what I thought. I thought they'd want to have that because of a lot of reasons. At the beginning of the month, November 1st, you got the insurance, you got people, the workers that need paid, so many different things. Is it going to get uglier before it gets better? I don't know. This seems like, it always seems different. It always seems a little bit different. It seems like the further we go, and you can say, oh, there's been lots of shutdowns. Yeah, there has been. But it seems like every shutdown, it gets more and more longer, more serious, more effects. And that's something we're watching for. We don't even know the data. The data come in. We can't get all the data because the government's not working. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I don't know. What do you guys think about all this? It's a wild, wild thing. And so the de-risking, as you can see, when they announced the China tariffs right here, they go in effect November 1st. And put it all together now. You have China, November 1st, possible tariffs, unless everything goes well with the negotiations. You have the government shut down with no end in sight yet. A little talk here and there, but they're not doing, some of the talk is like, oh, well, we're going to try to fund certain workers and others no. Well, that's a recipe for dragging this thing out. And that makes more risk. And so put it all together, that's the downside. The good side, hey, we make a deal with China and everything's happy, everybody's happy. The government's open, everybody's happy. Which one seems more likely? And I don't know. I'm going to let the candles dictate that to me. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, if you haven't done it, first link down below gets into the membership. Click that, come on over. Code News saves 50% off this first month, or the 20% off the annual, which is the best deal we have ever offered for this. Second one down below does get you over to the webinar. Take advantage of this. The times are there. Jump in there, folks. All right, that's the update for today. I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you in the Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get out there and make some money.